Shaboom. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back with more SMT divergences and daily biases and what was the other thing I was gonna do? Something else. I don't know. I'll figure something else out. So yeah. So fuck. Oh yeah. Whatever. Okay. So still not finished learning because I watched the video for like 6 seconds. So this was my drawing. Let's get rid of all this shit. Let's just do it up here. So if our daily bias is bullish to the upside, and we're looking for SMT divergences, and we know this already, even though I'm still a little bit confused on how to figure this out, we look for, let's say on ES, we see this. A low formed, we see a low formed, and then a higher low formed, right? This and this, okay? And then this will be for ES, and then on NQ ski, we see a low formed, and then a lower low formed. This is on the same exact time. So this is like, we'll say this. Oh my God, stop. Whoa. Shut up. We'll say this and this and this low and this low. We'll say these are all at the same time. So this is at like, I'll just call it like, I don't know, market open at like 9:30. This will be like 9:35, 9:30, 9:35, right? So that. Are you fucking kidding me? What is happening? So these are the same time. So this low right here will be a fantastic buy to target longs because ES S&P 500 is in line with our daily bias, which is bullish. This is like the truth. This is the truth index. And then NQ is deviating from what we think is correct, right? It's showing us signs that this could be going downwards. Price could be going into a downtrend, which is weird because we're in a fucking bullish, my daily bias is bullish to go up. So that must mean it's either lagging behind or something else is happening because these two are working off of each other. And if this one is going up following the daily bias, we know this one should as well, which is giving us a better price to buy at because it's lower, buy low, sell high. We're buying it lower than we would on ES to target longs. Possibly 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Who knows? Buy here, go up. That's pretty much what I got so far. Same thing for, you know what, let's do, I haven't done this for bearish shit yet. Okay, we can do bearish. Bear mode. Because also on bullish daily biases we're looking for lows. On bearish daily biases we're looking for highs. So let's say S&P we see a high and a bigger high, right? And then we see on NQ we see a high and then a lower high. Fuck. NQ, right? So on this example, NQ was wrong. And ES was telling us the truth. And we should have bought on this low on the NASDAQ. In this example, ES is wrong because we're bearish. Price wants to go to the downside. We see that makes sense for this. That makes sense for this trend line. Have a high and then a lower high to price continue going down. That makes no sense for this. Why is price going up? Our daily bias shows bearish. We buy at this high on ES, hoping price goes down because it's following behind this NQ timeline. That's pretty much what I have so far. Again, same times, same highs and lows, same exact time when these highs and lows are made. Um, and that's pretty much all I think I have learned as of right now. So I'm gonna continue learning, continue figuring some more shit out for daily bias and for SMT divergence, and I'll get back and journal this more shit. Back to it. Let's do this. So we're doing, what is it, daily bias shit. So, and also SMT divergence. So I already showed you what an SMT divergence was. So let me show you on the charts. I should have found some before I started recording. Daily bias. Yeah, we can do daily bias too. So let's just do it with the ones that I've already been seeing. The ones I'm learning from, they're checking it on the New York AM session. So I'm gonna find it there. Even though I don't trade New York AM, I trade London at, because this opens at 9:30. Let's go to my time is at 11:30. Nope, times are wrong again. I don't know how to fix this timing issue thing. I'm gonna have to get on ChatGPT and figure this out. Anyways, let's look at this New York PM stuff. So daily bias. What do we see? We need to mark out our session lows and session highs. This is a session. Wait, hold on. It was at 11:30. So this is our London session lows are gonna be white. Let's just remove this actually. But I need it. No, I don't. Because I know what times it opens at 11:30. This opens at 5. This opens at 11 a.m. That's just what I'm gonna go. If that's wrong, fuck it. That's just what I'm gonna go off of right now. Wait, this. Okay. Hide these. Okay, so let's find the 5 o'clock. Let's put a line on it. 5 o'clock's here. So this is our London session open until 11:30. Right here. Oops. No. Okay, so low, high. This looks a little bit confusing, but this is just what it is. So what do we see off this? And then let's also do hourly highs. Hourly on our range, which is, wow, this is a short amount of time. Hourly highs and lows, there's one here, because this is where price wants to draw towards. Whoops. Wait, what did I do here? No, this isn't it. It's Alt H. Hourly low, an hourly high. See an hourly high here. These hourly highs are gonna be different color. We're gonna make them red. I'll make them like blue. Okay, this is session low. This is gonna be blue for this. This is high for the session. This is hourly high. Okay, so let's just start with this. I think this is good. Let's go back to our 15-minute. Right. So what I was also told is that even though this could be like, let's draw this out here. So let's say we have, this will be Asian session, London session. This will be New York. What the fuck? New York session. So even though, let's say we have consolidation, whatever in this, right? And then we see a manipulation into a reversal, right? Just because this New York session is going to be a continuation, or that we're going to assume it's going to be a continuation, it has to have some sort of manipulation off this. So check your 5-minute and your 15-minute highs and lows. Like, obviously we want it to just continue in the exact same direction. However, it has to have some sort of manipulation on maybe a 5-minute low or a 15-minute low or whatever to come down to that to fill more orders to then continue. So it's not just going to continue. Like, you can't just buy at market open and expect it to go up. It's going to manipulate something. But overall, if we're in a bullish daily bias, price will go up. All right, so that looks, just hope that makes sense. Also, look at this new trick I found out. Oh, that's sick. Okay. So with this one, so London session open, London session close. We see let's go on like the 5-minute for this. So that'll make it easier to look at. All right, we see. What do we see? This is your Asian session. Asian session opens at 11. Asian session came down. All right, you see just some sort of sweep or something to reverse up here. This looks just like consolidation in here. And then maybe we see new session. This is our new session, the London session right here. Maybe we see like, wow, look at this. So Asian session, what did Asian session do? It did something and it's coming up. These are highs. London session didn't really do anything with this. These are London session lows. This is just like level or equal liquidity, because your Asian lows didn't get swept, your Asian highs didn't get swept, right? Perhaps. No, it's on the same level. That's nothing. All right, so these are Asian lows, Asian highs. Let's look back here. This is gonna be on a man at a year. This is New York market open here. This is, yeah, New York market open. So look, this is where price wanted to draw to on the New York. And then look, this could be, let's look at this. What do we see here? We see on the London session, we see a 5-minute low here, we see a high here, we see a low here, right? What did this do? Alt H. This on New York market open, right? Price came up. I'm just expecting this to be a continuation of something, because this is your session low, but it didn't really sweep anything. There's nothing that it like. I'm not seeing anything readily apparent that this could have manipulated to reverse. So this may not be the greatest example, but we do see here price came down, swept these lows right here, these 5-minute lows, and then continued off this reversal. See a break of structure in that. Come up. It's not just going to continue from here. It's not just going to continue from here to go up. See how price came. God damn it. Oh my god. Bro, get rid of this. Okay. See how price came up. This is market over right here. Came up and then came back down to sweep these 5-minute lows to fill more orders to then continue upwards. And we're targeting, look, these are the hourly highs. That shit fucking works. All right, so daily bias, and then SMT divergence is. I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's just stop for there, and let me figure this. Let me figure out a plan to do this SMT divergence thing, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. Okay. I just found the freaking perfect example. What? Wrong thing. Okay, so if we see here, look, we're on NASDAQ right here. So I don't even know where this is. Thursday, November 6th, 25 at 4:50 in the morning, because I'm on my Guam time thing here. I don't even know what the daily bias is, but I'm going to try and figure it out using just the SMT divergence. So we see this, right? We see at 340 we made this high, and then at 450 we made a higher high, right? I also found this because I see a huge price drop. So a 340 we made a high here, and then made a higher high off that at 450 on AQ. If we go to ES, we see we made the same high. Actually, let's find out what the price was. Price on this was 25,829. Price on this, okay, well, these are completely different. Never mind. So anyways, high, higher high. High, lower high, right? So if we have price that makes, let's draw this out. So NASDAQ made a high, then a higher high, right? So NASDAQ made a high, then a higher high. So boom and boom. Then S&P made a high and a lower high. So high and a lower high, right? And then price after that dropped way down. So that means if we're looking for bearish SMTs, we're looking for highs. If we're looking for bullish SMTs, we're looking for lows. Bearish SMTs, we're looking for highs. So that means that because we made this lower high on ES, that means NASDAQ, that means our daily bias must be bearish. Because if we can see what happened after that, price fucking dropped to the floor, right? So that must mean that, so this is the ES one, right? Because we're on ES right now. No, this is the NASDAQ one. Whoops. Remove. Oh my god, remove. Okay. So this right here, we're on ES. This is what we're seeing on the chart. This is the drawing. High, lower high, price continues downwards because we see that right here, this whole leg down. So unless oh my god, it was a liquidity sweep. It was a fucking liquidity sweep. Could that just have been the liquidity sweep? Am I just psyching myself out? Because it pushed past this high. I mean, it could just be a liquidity sweep with relative equal liquidity, then break a structure off this candle to buy target preset liquidity right here. This would have got stopped out. 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio above these highs. That puts us like let's figure it out. Fuck it. I'm getting sidetracked here, but I want to figure this out. Right? I'm on the 5 minute. I see this big low right here. This one. This candle broke that low. So let's see. This is quite the fucking large thingy though. What did I just do? Short position. Right? Put it above these highs. 11.5 pips? Fucking shit. That's way too many. That's way too low. Actually, no, it's not. What's 11 times 3? 33? That would have got fucking hit. 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Put it above these highs. Because if price pushes above these highs, we know we're fucked. Because we see a break of structure. You could even wait for an order block. The leg up that made this. Look, this would be. I've never been a fan of order blocks. I know I have no idea what I'm talking about because I don't know shit about this. But this would be your order block, right? The leg up that caused the liquidity sweep. Because let's mark this out too. Alt H, right? Yeah. Price broke out above this, right? Price and then comes down, break a structure out of it. You want to see it retest this zone to fill more orders in this order block. And then go down again. But that just doesn't happen here. Let's schedule the 1 minute. Let's see if something happened. This didn't happen then. This is your leg up, unless it's just this. Unless you do. Let's do another one. Let's do a different one. Right there. Let's go back to the 5 minute and see if that changes things. Fuck. Breaks out, comes back in. I mean that kind of works though. That kind of fucking works. We see we're on the 5 minute. We see this low right here gets closed below, break a structure, price comes back up. This candle, all these candles are right in the discount price for the short, and then price moves down. Why is my thing so low? Oh, because I'm 33 points away. Yeah. I mean that worked there. You know, we see this is your previous area of liquidity. Sweep it. Price. We see a break of structure off. We see liquidity here. But if these are, it's weird that price swept this liquidity and then made another equal high. That's a little bit odd. However, nonetheless, break liquidity sweep, right? I know it's difficult to see, but this right here, this line is the equilibrium. And then this is your 1 minute. Let's remove this one. So this is your 1 minute order block. This is your 1 minute order block. I guess, yeah, it's the 1 minute order block. This is your equilibrium. Price does break out of it, then retests it to fill more orders in here, in this range, where it's swept the liquidity, and then comes down. So I guess that's a viable strategy. Write that down possibly. But nonetheless, this strat would have worked either way, because if we had bought on the break of structure after the second equal high, right? Low, break of structure here, right? Low, break of structure here, low, low, break of structure here. If we're targeting just this one, it broke structure here, right? But I guess you could also put this, you know, on these ones. So let's say we looked at like this, or this is the biggest low. It's weird because this is the biggest low, and then it comes up and chops up in here. But is that because of the fib? Because of the equilibrium? Wants to fill more orders? Possibly. If I were to play it super safe, I would put it at this, on this one, on this candle right here. This candle right here. Because this is the lowest low within the order block. Or it's this one broke out of the order block, but it's the lowest low in the... Oh, it's so confusing. This is the lowest low. I would just have done this one just off intuition, right? Lowest low, break a structure right here, closes below that. Stop loss above these highs, because if these highs get pushed above, that means this isn't a liquidity sweep and we're just fucking stupid. This is at a 12-point stop loss. 12 times 3 is 36. I mean, that would have got hit. It would have got hit. However, I'm going to target this. I'm going to target this area liquidity, because I know for sure that one's got to get hit. Maybe even like, if I went crazy, I would do something like this. You know, if I had more confidence, if this is an SMT divergence. The only way I would ever make this trade is if I saw this. I might have done this. I might have. Right? 2 times 3, that's 1 to 3 risk to reward. I mean, that's kind of stupid. However, it is justified because we have this SMT divergence here, because we're on ES, right? And I already know our daily bias is bearish because I'm looking at this SMT divergence from this high to a lower high compared to... I would have to buy it on this. I would have to buy it on NQ. Right? Because price comes down after this. Despite the liquidity sweep, price comes down after this. Okay, for example, let's say I was already looking at the charts and I knew the daily bias was bearish. I would see this high being made and then this lower high being made. Right? I'd be like, okay, that makes sense because we're in a bearish daily bias, despite the liquidity sweep or whatever. Then I look at NQ, I see this high being made and then a higher high. These are the exact same times. 335, like this 340 candle and this 450 candle, these are exact same times. I would see this on NQ like, holy shit, NQ is wrong. We know it's got to go down because I already know we're in a daily bias before even looking at the SMTs. I see S&P is in line with that, is following normal market structure for a bearish market at the moment. I see this on NQ. Why is it going up? It shouldn't be going up. If we're in a bearish daily bias. I would buy this one. So let's try and see if we can do it on this. So let's get on the 1 minute and do that thing again. Yeah, on the minute, yeah. Did he ask good or what? Push on humanity yet? On humanity. What the fuck am I looking at? Get back on the 5 minute. Right, this is your range. Let's put this when the price comes down at that's 6. Right, let's put that there. Let's get back on the 1 minute. Oh, it was the wrong one. That's why. I had a different one marked out. Okay. Okay. So, we must see liquidity sweep here then, right? Because what the fuck? Well, maybe that SMT strat, maybe the liquidity sweep was valid for the SMT strat. Because even though these indices work off of each other, they're not exactly the same. Because this has 0 fucking form of liquidity sweep. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Whatever. So this isn't even a liquidity sweep over here. Let's just try it anyways. Fuck it. Let's just say this is it. This is such a dumb idea. I don't want to confuse myself. Let's just say this is it. Price comes down, and then it pushes out of it again. So I already got stopped out, because if this was what I thought was my high, I might have bought this, because I see a high here. I would mark out this order block. Price comes down, comes back up to retest it here. I'm looking for, if I'm going for shorts, I'm looking for a price. I'm looking for a premium to buy. Or sorry, well, it's a short, so I don't want to confuse myself. I'm looking to buy in this zone, above the top half. I'm looking to buy in the top half of the order block, so I can get the most value for the sell. Or for the buyback. If I'm shorting, I get the most value for the buyback. Price would be so much cheaper. So I would see this, right? And then I would see a break. I would see this price comes in here. This is where you want to buy. I'm confusing the shit out of myself. Let's not even look at what comes out, right? So price comes up, right? We see a break of structure on the market. Boom, break of structure off this. Price is going down. Comes up to retest. Buy it here, and I would put a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. I would have got stopped out because I would have put my stop loss above these highs. Price hit it here, and it didn't come down far enough. Now, if I was patient and I waited for this, look for this low. This is the most previous low after or before it comes into my perfect buy range. Price breaks structure off this. It closes below that, right? Buy here, maybe put it above this high, maybe put it above this high. Price would have got stopped out again. Be super extra, super patient. Price comes up, comes down. It's just filling more orders, right? And then, right, we see a low here. This one gets closed below. See this big doji right here? Boom, boom. Price comes up a little bit more. And then it comes down. Right? Down, up. Close below right here. Come down. Target 1 to 3. Let's figure this out. Short position off this low, off this candle that closed below that to confirm the break structure. Put it above these 33 points. You've got to be fucking put it above these. Dude, whoa. I don't have the fucking funds for this shit, dog. Anyways, let's just. Fuck, there's no way I have the margin for this. Above these highs. Fuck it, we're not doing that. We're putting above this high. The most previous high within the order block range. Even though that's this one. Fuck that. We're doing this. 20 points. 20 times 3 is 60. I mean, yeah, that would have got hit. Or target previous size of liquidity. Here, look at this. We target this. Fuck you. Target this right here. And put our thing 1 to 3. 24 divided by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. It's 8 points. What does that make it? I mean, that's just, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. However, that would have worked, you know, if we're targeting this area, or we could target this one, right? What are we at? 38. Let's go up to like 14. Yep. Target this one. 43. That would be what, like 18? 18, 36. No. Actually, I think I can do this if I did. Yeah, I don't have the margin for this shit. It's 1.2 million margin. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Maybe my, oh, because I'm risking 25 units. That's why. It's like 5 units. Let's risk, like, if I'm at a $100,000 account, $2,500. Right here. Actually, no, wait, I can't even do marginals. 2,500. I can. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I could do that. 2160. I could do I could take this trade. You know? Target preset liquidity. I'm targeting this low. We want to look for prominent lows. Look, it would have hit, dude. Look at this shit. It would have hit. No, this is pretty ambitious. It would have hit that. Hold on. Put it above these highs. You lose $4,000. What? Oops. What the hell is happening? Put it down here to target this area liquidity. Bro, when did we start this trade? Remove this. We started this at what? 6:23 in the morning? Why is this happening? 6:23 in the morning? Bro, 4 hours later, we make $22,000. That is ridiculous. That would have hit. And that's just off the S&P. That's just off the SMT because there's no. This isn't a liquidity sweep. My stop loss isn't even above these highs. No highs got pushed above. I guess all these ones did. You know, I guess all these highs have potential to be a liquidity sweep. Right? All these highs have potential. All these highs have potential to be a liquidity sweep. But using our confluences, we can narrow down which ones are the most probable to be right. And this one was. And I mean, like, you know, in 4 hours I could have made 22. In a day I could have made 22 grand. That's fucking ridiculous. What was I even doing? I was looking at SMT divergences. Now I'm fucking sidetracked as fuck. Remove. Okay. Anyways, we don't use the 1 minute for SMT. We don't use the 1 minute. 5 minute or 15 minute only. Right? So, cancel this. We're not fucking trading this. So, daily bias was bearish. We know that because we deduced it from what we know. So, we see S&P makes a high and a lower high. That makes sense, right? Even this one is a little bit lower. Well, okay, I guess at the times that we're marking them out, the difference is that this one is lower than this high because we're in a bearish. We have a bearish daily bias, right? And then we look at NQ. Boom, it makes a higher high at the same exact times that S&P made a lower high. So this is wrong. This is inaccurate to what our daily bias is. So we should know that price will soon go. And also because this is higher, price is higher right now, that's even more incentive to buy or to short this. It's more incentive to short this because we're getting more value. If we're selling them at a high price and then buying them back down low is much better than buying them at a slightly lower price and then selling them down here. But okay, well, good to know. I'm like I just got so lost in this. I gotta recalibrate what I'm doing. This fucking mic is muted the whole time. Okay, let's just let's just do. This is the end of the video. Just put more reps in on daily bias. Put more reps in on SMT divergences, and uh, and that's it. Um, and then I need to start doing like a like road to funded account or road to like part one, part two, day one, day two of getting a funded account. You know. Well, first I need to finish my learning. I gotta. Holy shit. Okay. First, let's review the notes, review my goals, review my dreams. Right. Meditation, manifestation, taking action, giving it my all. Let's fucking go. This notebook is gonna be fucking legendary. Then, refine my strategy, refine my skills within the market by getting in reps, fucking doing this shit over and over and over again until I got it down, until I got it so I can do it so easily. And then, while I'm doing that, I guess I can do my rough estimate is 3 months of profitability on this paper trading account. I'll probably when I feel like I'm ready, I'll reset this account and I will just do 3 months of making trades every day. I need to get a schedule too, get a fucking schedule, and then I'll do like three months or so. If I'm profitable, I don't have to say every week, but if I'll figure this out later. If I'm profitable every month up to a certain degree, I will I'll make a fucking funded account. I'll buy a funded account and we'll do road to payout. We'll do road to fucking payout on the funded, and then just fucking stack that shit over and over and over again. And then when my time comes, dude, when the time is right, when my time comes, because it's fucking coming. My time is coming. I'm chasing it. I'm working towards it. I'm going after it. When my time comes, I will already have not only the skills, I will have the skills when my time comes, but hopefully I also have the fucking bread for it. I'm already profit. I'm already making moves. And then I'll have my profitability in trading, which will be my number one source of income. I hope. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna will it so. I am gonna will it so, but in my time frame for when my time is right, it's just that's undecided. All I can do is try my fucking best and give this shit my all every single day and stay consistent and never give up. But, you know, it's uncertain. The future is uncertain at the moment. But I know what I want and I know my goal is to have it at a certain point in time, and that's what I'm fucking going for. Right? So I'm going for profitability when the time is right. I'm going for VA and GI Bill and possibly a fucking job while being in school. That's four sources. And then I could fucking start a business, start some sort of fucking start selling some shit, make a product, clothing, fucking open a store, buy a fucking company of some sorts. Fucking who knows, dude? Who fucking knows? The fifth secret undecided, source of income. 5 sources of income at at 23 years old, 23, 24 years old, 5 sources of income. Balling, bro, balling. That's what I want. I'm gonna do a goals video too. I'll make in one of these days, maybe this weekend, I'll do like a goals video or dreams video or taking action plan video. I don't know. I'm not positive, but we'll see. Um, this will be the second upload of today. Yesterday, I fucked up the upload because uh, I didn't have my YouTube account verified, so it wouldn't let me upload a video more than 15 minutes long. But I got that figured out, so today's video is going to be like half an hour long. So I also need to stop getting distracted with this shit. Anyways, let me fucking focus. This is the end of the video. I'm going to go practice and get more reps in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.